Hey, it's your host of Scotch and Scripts, David Radney. Here is episode 4. I have a great surprise in store for you guys today. Make sure you stay tuned for the entire interview with Danielle. There is a special treat at the end. Thanks again for tuning in. So, Danielle, thank you so much for joining Scotch and Scripts. I'm so happy to have you here. I want to start off by just saying cheers to you and all the success you're having.
Cheers to
Cheers.
a great interview here. Thank you
All
for
right.
having me.
You're very welcome. So let me start off by asking you, how long have you been in real estate?
So I'm 27 now. Woof.
Okay.
Not a Scotch girl, but I can swing it for this.
That's right.
So I'm 27 now. I got into real estate right out of college when I was 22. So five.
Okay.
Actually, I'm 26 and a half, right? I'm going to be 27 in September.
Okay.
I went to college at 22 and I started right off the gate. So 5 going on 6 years now.
5 going on 6 years. And what got you into the real estate industry?
Oh, great question. So I was in college, right? And I majored in communications, minored in business, concentration in professional sales. And the school that I went to had one of the greatest sales institutions in the country, the Ross Paris Institute. However, so I could have had a job right out of college, right? I could have worked for ADP. I could have worked for UPS.
Okay.
Full salary, full benefits, all that. But something inside me told me real estate's where I should be. I think it was a lot of things about the career. Not only did I feel passionate about real estate and investing, but I loved the flexibility. Come to find out that it's not as flexible as the schedule we thought. But and I watched, to be honest with you, I watched a lot of those HGTV shows, and I was like, I could do that. I could see myself doing that. I used to like watch NBC Saturday mornings, like the realtors. I remember they have a bunch of real estate shows on NBC on Saturday mornings, early Saturday. And I remember just watching, thinking I could do that. So I made the decision to get my real estate license while I was still in college.
Gotcha.
So that way, when I graduated, I went right into it, and I was totally told by so many people, it's a risky business, it's commission only. Like, why don't you get something more secure and just try real estate part time? But I didn't listen.
All right.
I went into it, and about 2 months later, I went full time, full force into it.
Okay. And so let me ask you, if you could go back and talk to the younger Danielle as you were starting out in real estate, what would you tell her to do differently starting out?
That's a great question. Okay, so I'm probably going to say that about every question.
Oh, good. They are great questions.
Yeah, they are. They are. Okay, so I would say, Danielle, create your database. Mm-hmm. I had a database, but I wasn't as systematized. And get every person you know's first name, last name, email address. Good. And just start putting it in there, and start sending out database emails weekly.
Okay. And why would that be your advice?
That would be my advice, because at this point in my career, I call it mine and Tracy's career. I'm sure we'll get into that, but
yes,
I find that, every contact I make and connection I make in person I speak with, they're either going to need to buy a home, sell their home, invest in a home, and they're going to know someone who's good, or they're going to know someone who's going to need to do that. So, we don't want to be secret agents, right? And in the beginning, I probably felt a little too scared to handle too many transactions, or I didn't have the confidence that I do now. Mm-hmm. So actually, in hindsight, so now our database is everything, right? And that's exactly how we keep track of how we can make our business predictable, right? And make sure we're producing and we have constant business going on. So now in hindsight, looking back, I would probably say 2 things. Danielle, get everyone's first name, last name, email address, phone number, and put them in your database and start sending out database emails. Right. Because those we see now are coming to fruition from doing it week over week for a long time now. And 2, it probably would have been, don't be so afraid to ask for help. Because in the beginning, I was definitely probably too scared to take on transactions. And I feel really bad for my first 2 transactions. And they're still like my biggest supporters. Okay. But I just feel like I was like, I didn't know exactly what I was doing, and I was afraid to ask for help or look stupid. Okay. So now it would be, go find an agent and create a relationship and let them help guide you through transactions. And because that would have made me feel comfortable producing more at an earlier age.
I think those were great answers. Let me ask you, you said that you shouldn't be afraid to ask for help. So when you look at today's Danielle and what you have going on in your business, Where do you need help to grow in your business today?
Oh, today,
Yeah.
leverage. I need to start one, not being afraid, being able to give up control, and maybe and start leveraging and start maybe hiring out. We
Yes.
actually we're in the process. We interviewed one intern right now.
Okay.
We just kind of grabbed a virtual assistant that's pretty much locked in.
Great.
But right now there's just a lot of tasks going on, and like you always say, your time could be spent better on different things. And I find that I'm being tied down by like a lot of all the tasks that go into being a real estate agent, right? A good one that's
Right.
servicing clients at a high level but it's continuing to fill their pipeline.
Right.
And so I would say I need some help with those day-to-day tasks. And so I help with leveraging and feeling comfortable asking for help, not feeling bad, and being able to trust others to do it as good as I do it. And not to say I do it amazing, right? Because I'm always improving, always improving, but to
Right.
do, to our standard, because we do have, kind of a high standard.
You have standards. And you know me, I'm so big in having standards in your business. So I'm glad to hear you say that. So you brought up leverage. Are you familiar with the 3 L's of real estate? Have you heard that term before?
Yeah.
All right. So leads, listings, and leverage, and you're doing all three. So once you get that leverage piece down, that's going to be great for your business. I'm so excited to see that.
Me too. It's starting this week, so.
Starting this week.
Yeah, we just spoke with a VA. We feel super confident in them, and we're just kind of just deciding what we want to be leveraging to them and what we think would be a good fit.
Okay. So a big challenge I've been hearing from a lot of real estate agents is they don't really know how to schedule their day, how to get their day started. I'd love to know, what does your day look like from the time you wake up until the time you pretty much shut it down? How do you start your day? What do you do to start your business day and your personal day?
Okay, so 8 a.m. I'm walking back in here. I'm getting ready for the day, and now I'm starting to answer phone. I'm starting to look at my list for the day. Cool. I'm starting to get my social media posts prepared. I'm starting to answer emails. I'm trying to get all that busy work in. I already know what my day is going to look like, because at night before I go to bed, the night before, I'm setting all my tasks to tomorrow. I'm looking at what I'm doing tomorrow. I know that what I got to get done is going to get done.
Say that again. The night before you do what?
To start my day.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I have like this long to-do list, right, of things that are going to get done. And we know what priority is. We'll talk about that in a second. So I move all the reminders till the next day, and I star which ones are most important. And the other ones that are not as important, they're just kind of revolving, and they're not starred, and they don't have a specific day, but I know that I will get to them. And then so that's what I do the night before. So then that next morning, 8 a.m. when I'm walking in here, I get ready for the day. Now I'm starting to work on those daily tasks, trying to bang them out. Bang out that email, bang out that CMA, bang out that social media post, bang out, answer this person, put that person on a prospect search, check on the market for this person. You know what I mean? So all those busy tasks are getting done. So that's, I would say 8 to 10 is when I'm really working on those, and I'm trying to get as much stuff as I can done.
Okay.
And to be honest with you, I start prospecting at 10 a.m.
Okay.
So I know I should probably start prospecting at 9 a.m. and that's a goal of mine, to move it an hour earlier, and I'm working on that. But from 8 to 10, getting all those busy work done, and clearing my mind, so that way I know that at 10 a.m. when I start prospecting, I don't have to look at my list. I don't have to worry about what needs to get done. I don't have to be blown to and fro, feeling urgent. Oh crap, I didn't do that yet. Oh shit, that person didn't reach out. I didn't reach back out to that person. No, I've done all that. Here we go. Open up the database, and I know exactly what tasks I'm doing. Okay, and now you want me to keep going throughout my day?
Well, so I want to say you prospect from what, 10 until 12, 10 until what time?
10 to 1.
10 to 1. So what do you do after 1 o'clock?
So yeah, prospecting from 10 to 1. And one thing I want to add about prospecting, it's the database tasks, and it's, so, and that ranges from everything from past clients, sphere of influence, expired that I need to follow up with, FISBOs that I need to follow up with, just whatever tasks are reminders for that day. And then it's calling new FISBOs, calling new expireds, prospecting to new people.
That's great. Thanks for that breakdown.
Sure. And then I got this from you, handwritten notes at the end.
Awesome.
Okay.
So I wanted to share something with you really quickly. I want to pay a compliment to you. You may know this already, but my family and I, every evening around dinner time or even later, we do what we call our favorite part of the day. So we go around the table and all of us share something that was our favorite part of the day. Yesterday, you were my favorite part. Do you know why?
Why?
I saw your post on Instagram where you were in front of your new listing that was a for sale by owner, and you're taking that sign out the yard so that you can put your yard. That made my day, and I love it because I see your hustle. I see how hard you're working, and I love that you're seeing success. So thank you for being my favorite part of the day yesterday. It was awesome.
Well, thank you for being my favorite part of the day on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and for everything you've done to impact mine and Tracy's business, because we have learned tremendously from it. So thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
So I'm going to get back. You want me to finish my day up?
Yeah, please wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Okay.
Yeah.
So 1 p.m. Now I know I'm going to have appointments in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm getting ready fully to head out for the day. And now I feel like I killed my morning. Prospecting done.
Yeah.
Hopefully posted to social media. Reached out to anyone that I needed to. Got my busy task done. So now I could feel centered, go out through my day, have appointments. So that consists of previews
Mm-hmm.
and client showings
Mm-hmm.
and listing appointments.
Yep.
So all three. And then I'm going to keep going. And I'll do that as late as I need to be honest with you. I don't care how late I work. You know what I mean? I tell people I'm alone. And then when I get back home, to be honest with you, and this is where the leverage needs to come in,
Yes.
I probably have more emails to send, more prospects. Like if I had a buyer consultation, I got to send a follow-up email. If I had a listing appointment, I got to send a follow-up email. If I have, I got to put people on prospect searches at this point. Maybe look up property schedule showings.
Okay.
So every time I get back after having those appointments, come back here, wrap up the work for the day, and there's a point where I'm done. And then I get to piano.
Okay.
If I can, and just do piano. And then Tracy and I have another little side hustle, right? You know about that.
I do.
We help people save money on utilities, so I'll either do that or I'll do piano. And that's kind of like the end of my day. And then I have my night routine, which is a little personal. No, I'm just kidding. It's not at all. My night routine, and I go to bed and I start over again.
I know you do. So let me back up a little bit. One thing you said that going over your entire schedule, when it comes to real estate, it's not about selling real estate. It's about following a schedule. And I see now why you are so successful. Your day starts the night before, and you wake up and you have a schedule you're following from 6 a.m. or whatever time you wake up all the way through until you go to bed at night. That's why you're successful, because you're regimented and you're time blocking.
I am. I will add that I'm not perfect, right? So and so there's some days where it's a little bit off. But every time it's a little bit off, I always feel guilty.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm not doing something I should be doing. And then the next day I make sure that it's not off at all and it's completely on. But every day I follow my schedule for sure.
And listen, no one's expecting you to be perfect. However, you're striving for perfection. You have a goal, you have a big why, and you're working every day towards your goal. So that's awesome.
And the whole schedule time blocking thing is what's changed my business. The consistency.
Okay.
I would add that before. I used to prospect at night, or if I didn't get prospecting in the morning, I'd be prospecting in the afternoon.
Right.
And now I'm going off. Now I'm chaotic. Now I got thoughts coming into my head of appointments, things I need to do, and prospecting that I need to do, and it's too much. I know that prospecting needs to get done in the morning, and then that way the rest you eat that frog in the day, right? Then the rest of the day's fun. Now I'm like, all right, let's see what the rest of the day is going to consist of. Who can I help today? Who can I serve today? Who am I going to connect with today? What showings am I going to go on today? What people are we going to change their lives today? So it's cool, you know what I'm saying?
It's all about the mindset, and you're making your call saying, who can I help? Not, I have to call this for sale by owner. I have to call this expired. Your attitude is, who can I help?
Who can I help? Who can I serve? Who's the universe want to connect me with today?
Say it one more time.
I say, who's the universe want to connect me with today? What seller needs me and I need them, and who are we going to serve today? Who's the universe want to connect me with today?
Well, they are connecting you with some very motivated sellers, because I've seen you pick up, it seems like 3 or 4 listings in the last, 30 days?
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. So let me ask you this. You are part of a team. You and Tracy are part of a team. And I want to know. 5. Say again?
I shouldn't have done that.
Did you say 5?
Yeah, I think yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah, you should do that. You got 5 listings in the last 30 days. People need to know that when you're following systems and you are time blocking and following a schedule and doing your job, that
Yeah.
you are going to make money in this business. They need to hear you have 5. I'm impressed by 4. So when you say 5, I love it, and people need to hear it.
Yeah, it's been really cool. It's been it's been a lot of momentum, and like even next week we got a couple listing appointments, so we'll see.
All right, you inspire me. I love it. I love it. So,
well, David, how am I doing this? Full disclosure, I took a class with David and it changed my life. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, like my conversations with people, the questions that I'm asking, my intention when I go on appointments, everything is so much more clear now than it ever has been. And wow. I know it's because of the push. So I know that this interview isn't about the class I took with you, but I really want to add that in there, that it has given me clarity. It has given me focus. It has helped me have more intentional, powerful, meaningful conversations and really understand where these clients are coming from. It's just given me so many tidbits that are the reason that we have a lot of momentum going on right now. And now the goal is just to keep the momentum going, but keep every client served in the meantime, making them feel like they are the priority, that they are the best client, that they're our only client. Like, I never want any client to feel like Danielle and Tracy have too much going on. No.
Yes.
You know, like high level of service is priority.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you for just making my commercial. So now I can just take that snippet of what you shared, and that is now my commercial for the Push program. So I appreciate that. That's awesome. So tell me about Tracy. You have a team member and you guys work together on your business. What are the pros of being part of a team?
Okay, so the reason that Tracy and I got into business, not only we were like best friends. We used to work together all the time. She was more buyer, investor heavy. I was more listing heavy.
Okay.
And her and I have different personalities, but we have so much in common, and our goals are the same, and where we want to be are the same, and in life are the same, and we love growing together. So that's number one, growing with someone else.
Okay.
But number two, I also love growing a team with someone else. And my strengths are her weaknesses are my strengths.
Great.
So I love the lead generation. I love the follow-up. I love mastering a database. I love posting to social media and connecting with people that way, for the most part. Sometimes it gets a little bit, you know,
it
starts to become a job, not like and I love the connecting with people, the networking, the selling part of the business. She loves the transactional, the administrative, the contract to close, the communication with the client, the negotiation, the making sure everything's flowing, inspections, appraisals. She's does that incredibly well, and those are things I did not enjoy doing.
Understood. Okay.
Too much for me. Too much to have all the like having a bunch of deals going on and then having to do all that. I can handle it, but Tracy does that incredibly well. And Tracy can also do the prospecting and lead gen. She used to do it on her own all the time, but she does this end incredibly well and loves this end of it. So God/the universe, whomever you want to call it, connected Tracy and I. Yes. And it was just like the perfect marriage of two people, two females of the same goals who want to grow together and completely complement each other in all aspects of this business. So we said, you know what, let's do this together. And we tried one client and it went amazing. And then from there, the rest was history. And last thing I'll say, I don't know if you're going to ask me these questions already, but just the growth of GC Properties New Jersey has been really cool to experience.
That's awesome. So there are a lot of agents that are thinking, should I partner up? Should I join a team? Should I create a team? And you've just given us a lot of reasons, all the pros on why working with Tracy works for you. You guys balance each other out. Are there any cons to being on the team?
For myself?
Mm-hmm.
Cons. No cons. It's just you need to, but you just need to like know what you're getting into, right? Like I was lucky enough to have a partner that was completely opposite of me in many ways, and we had two different skill sets that complemented each other. Now, if you're not the type, if you're trying to partner with someone because it's fun working with them and because they're your best friend, mm-hmm. but you don't have opposite skill sets and you don't bring separate things to the table, and then you're going to be in a couple of years saying, why am I partnering with this person? Because I could do this on my own. They do the same thing as me. We're both good at the same thing, you know? So I would just say there's no cons, but just know what you're getting into. Like I choose Tracy, I choose GC Properties New Jersey, and I'll always choose it again every day because I love growing it with her more than I would individually. And that's the thing, working individually, I remember it used to get a little lonely, and it didn't have that camaraderie or that environment or that other person like inspiring you and motivating you and you motivating each other, and it's assumed accountability and you're growing together.
Yes.
You know, that's the cool part about being a partner, but don't do it unless you really know that you're choosing, like just make sure the person that you're choosing compliments you.
That's great advice. And so I know that I promised you we'd be about 30 minutes. We're going to go over because I really enjoy talking with you and have more things I want to cover.
And it's all because of me, because I babble too much.
No, this is great. People are going to learn from you. They need to hear what you're sharing. And so going over, I think in this case, makes a lot of sense. What I want to cover next, though, I interviewed Teresa, and I posed to everyone who interviews with me to give me a question that I can take to the next interview. And so Teresa really had a two-part question. Number one, what do you want your contribution to society to be? And number two, what do you want people to say about you at your eulogy? Those are heavy questions, and I know it takes some time to really think about those two. But I'd love to get your thought on what do you want your contribution to society to be?
Okay, I'm gonna get real with everyone right now. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay, so number one, so I want to add that we're partnered with DAV, Disabled Veterans.
Okay.
And so listing fee for all of our listings, and a percentage of all closed transactions on the buyer and go to the DAV. So we feel super passionate about that. Tracy and I, we've been talking about giving back for a while, and now we're finally doing it, and it's really cool. Her husband's serving the military.
Yes.
He's in Djibouti, Africa right now. And so that's number one. GC Properties New Jersey wants to be able to give back maybe to that organization and others, okay?
Right.
That's GC Properties New Jersey. For me, I feel extremely passionate about real estate, and but a reason that I feel passionate about real estate is because I truly believe that it's the one investment that where you can eventually, you can make passive income, right? You do not have to work as much like a dog in any job. Mm-hmm. And you can eventually, I feel like you make your money work for you in the proper investments, then you can maybe retire earlier or not have to work as much because you're getting paid passively through real estate investing. That's so right. My goal, this is all tying in, right? So my goal is for Tracy and I to build a business and to build a real estate investment portfolio where we are making more passive income instead of active income. We don't have to trade as much time for money, right? Because I am extremely, spirituality is very important to me. And I think that there's not enough love and positivity in this world. And I think there's a lot of judgment and anger and hate. Yes. And I don't even like to let those things enter my consciousness. Like, I don't even like to, I try not to talk negative about people. I try not to think negative thoughts. I try not, always optimistic. So, there's another brand called Raise Your Vibration. Actually, Tracy and my umbrella company, because we have Properties New Jersey. We represent buyers, sellers, investors. We have a rental division, and we have a property management division, and we help people save money.
Thank you. How impressive. I didn't know that. So thank you for sharing that. That's awesome.
Thanks. That's what I'm saying. It's so cool to build it with another female that's got the same goals that I am, who's my best friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So but our umbrella company is called Raise Your Vibration Real Estate.
Nice.
Yeah. So Raise Your Vibration is a brand that I want to build that just spreads like love and positivity and oneness and kind of like raises the vibration of people. And I don't want my ego involved. I don't even have to be connected to it. So my contribution to this planet, and I don't know all the answers, is for Raise Your Vibration. Eventually, Tracy and I are going to have enough passive income, right, where we can maybe take our foot off the gas a little bit, and we don't have to be working like dogs like we are now, which I enjoy doing.
Okay.
But like one day, and to be able to focus on Raise Your Vibration and just be able to spread that message, right? Like to be able to maybe shift what I can shift. I don't want to say the planet, but like,
say the planet.
Say planet, whatever. If I could shift a couple people, cool. Yes. And again, but I really wanted to be at a point where I can remove my ego. I can take a step back and just let that raise your vibration, you know, whoever it needs to affect, it will. And I just want to spread some love, some positivity, some oneness. Life doesn't have to be hard. Life could be fun. We can enjoy this journey.
Amen to that.
And we can love each other doing it. We don't have to be so that's
a major contribution. I love that contribution. So thank you for answering part one of that question. Now, part two, at your eulogy, what would you want people to say about you? Not about your business, about you.
I want to say that Danielle impacted a lot of lives. Awesome. You know, like Danielle, like, you know, I want them, like, and don't get me wrong. Don't want people to like my personality, say Danielle was cool and I loved her and whatnot. Yeah, that'd be awesome. But that doesn't really matter. What I want people to say is Danielle achieved her full potential while she was here on planet Earth. Okay. She achieved her full potential. She didn't leave anything on the table. She did everything she said she was going to do. She focused on everything she said she was going to, and she reached her full potential, maxed out, you know, what she came to this earth to accomplish.
Awesome.
I want to have impacted lives, right? Like Danielle impacted my life. She changed my life. She helped me see things differently, not so that it makes me feel good, so it can help others live a life at a high frequency and raise their own vibration and feel love and feel a lot more happiness and joy along the journey. And then 3, like I think of Brendan Burchard, like, and this is all going to get tightened up, you know, but like it's all scattered now. But did I live? Did I love? Did I matter? Like, did I live? Yeah, I want to have a lot of life experiences. I want to see it all. That'll be cool. Did I love? How much did I love means a lot to me. Like, I just want to love as many people as I can. I want them to feel that love. And for that, I need to live in a state of love as much as possible. And then did I matter? Which is not matter, because I feel like that might be a little ego, but like, did I contribute to the world? Did I do what I came here to do, which is raise the vibration and the frequency of the planet, which that's a little bit extreme. I don't know if I'll ever get there. I might have kids one day and be like, all right, you know what, maybe that's for next lifetime. But right now, that's where I see my life go. And I don't know, we'll see what happens, you know?
I love those answers. Thank you so much for being transparent and sharing those answers. So give me a question now that I can pose to the next person that I interview.
Sure. My question for the next person that you interview: who's your biggest role model and why?
Great question. Who's your biggest role model?
Has transformed your life. Who's your biggest role model and why?
Okay.
And where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Where do you see your business?
Okay.
Like,
role model and why, and where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Yeah. Do you have an admin? Do you have a team? Are you just an individual agent? Are you retired? You know, are you a real estate investor at this point? Yeah.
Okay. Those are great questions. So as we wrap this up, your followers know this, my followers don't. You have a passion that we talk about. My passion is photography. Your passion is playing the piano. And so I wanted to know if you would bless us with a little tune as we finish up and wrap up the podcast.
I'd love to do that. Thank you for asking. I hope my side profile looks okay today.
You look fantastic.
There's a little small box that I see at the top there. But yeah, I'm gonna play one of the first songs that I learned on the piano.
Okay.
And it's not on the piano, but I was classically trained. Not that this matters. I played classical music till 8th grade, and then I went into jazz.
Okay.
It was one of the first jazz songs I learned, and this song still means a lot to me until this day. When I sit down on the piano, I still play it. So.
All right, I'm ready. Let's go. great job.
Always can improve a little bit, but.
So let me say this as I wrap up. I think it's incredible. We come across so many people in our lives. We work with so many people. And unfortunately, when we hang out with them, all we tend to do is talk about work. And I love the fact that I got to know you beyond real estate and know that you have this passion and this gift. I think it is incredible. And I always look forward to your posts when you're playing. You doing J. Cole's Middle Child was one of my favorites. So thank you for doing that. What a tremendous talent. I really appreciate you sharing that with everyone. I'll make sure that I put your Instagram hashtag so they can follow you as well. And thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, David. And last thing I would love to say is that, you know, you come across many people in this industry, a lot of people that have success in this industry, and not many people are like you. You live such a balanced life, and you have different passions, and you've just been such an inspiration to me to show that you can do it all. And you don't have to limit yourself to just being a successful real estate agent. You can be a great father, a great husband, a great photographer, a great realtor. In my case, you know, would translate to daughter, friend, you know, sister, piano, real estate agent, whatever
Yes.
it may be. But I just want to thank you because you've showed me that it's possible to have that balance and to be able to achieve it all with just intention and focus and you know,
Wow.
alignment. So thank you.
Well, thank you. And guess what? You're going to be my favorite part of the day again today.
Yes. You're my favorite part of the day too.
That's what's up. All right.
Scotch, huh?
Well, listen, cheers to you. You have a great,
Cheers to you.
you have a great weekend, and I will talk to you. All right. Talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you, David.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye.